folks, here I am. Yeah, this is what I want to talk about. I don't know if you folks been following the news or watching YouTube or whatever, but people that get Section 8, or should I say that's on Section 8, and also receiving SNAP, food stamps, etc. Well, guess what? Bad news, y'all. SNAP, the food stamp program, lots of people are not going to be getting no food stamps in November. I don't know what to tell you folks. Y'all better start hitting the pantries. I've been saying this in my videos. Start hitting the pantries. Y'all want them turkeys. There's a lot of places that's donating free turkeys. Yes. And don't eat up everything in your house right now. Save some of that stuff for November. I don't know what's going to happen in December, but don't eat up all of your food. Save some. And folks, people that's on this program, there are a lot of people that's on both programs. They've been on there for years. These programs are temporary programs. They are not permanent. Lots of people get on these programs and they just chill. These programs are there to help you when you're in need, not to exactly stay on them for the rest of your lives. How are any of you gonna progress in life if you just stay in one spot all the time? You get what I'm saying? I suppose a lot of you didn't think these hard times was gonna hit, but they are here, and it looks like it's gonna get even worse. So you have to make a plan. You have to set aside whatever little money that you scrape up. I don't know, or I don't care how you get it, but you have to set some aside for a rainy day. They are making people on these programs, you have to volunteer. You're going to have to volunteer, or you're going to have to find some kind of work, part-time work or whatever. And it doesn't matter if you're disabled or not. I guess it depends on what kind of disability you have. But I was reading an article. It's this lady. She was like in her 40s and she was disabled from then. And she's saying now she has to get up and find some kind of work. She's on Section 8. Yes. So it really doesn't matter if you're disabled or not. They just don't want people sitting at home chilling with their friends, smoking, drinking, whatever y'all do at home. You know what I'm saying? Or hanging out around the corner, the stores, and all this kind of stuff. They want people to do something to collect this money, the food stamps, the Medicaid card, living on Section 8, living in the projects, or living in Section 8 housing or whatever. They want people to get off their behinds and do something with themselves. I am dead serious. And a lot of you are angry, but you shouldn't be angry because a lot of you are able-bodied. A lot of people are able-bodied. You know what a lot of people do when they get their little money and stuff like that? Because Section 8, you don't pay the full rent. They pay the majority of the rent for you. A lot of folks, they go out there and they get their nails done. They buy their wigs. They go get their hair braided. They go get their hair done. they toes done, wear the most expensive outfit. You know, they just trying to live up like the Joneses. They don't know how the Joneses are getting their money, excuse me. But this is what a lot of them do. You know, they have all that time to do all that stuff. So you see, somebody got smart and they are saying, oh, hell no, this is going to stop. This is going to stop. And it's not just one nationality that is on these programs. They have Caucasian, they have Indian, they have Asian, they have Black, West Indian, whatever, Chinese, Japanese, whatever you want to call them. Well, Japanese and Chinese, they're considered Asian, but yeah, they have a lot of different nationalities on these programs. So you can't just sit up there and point fingers, oh, they just doing it to the blacks. No. They doing it to everybody, the Spanish, the Greeks, the whoever. They doing it to everybody. So don't point the race card now. You know what I'm saying? They been was saying change is coming, change is coming. Y'all not gonna like it. But people been just sitting around lackadaisical, not caring, paying no attention or whatever to what's going on. And now it's here in your own backyard. So I don't know what a lot of you are gonna do, but a lot of y'all better start doing something. Get up and do the do. A lot of people gotta go volunteer, get into programs and stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? To keep your housing, your Section 8 voucher, or whatever, to get the food stamps, you gotta do something. You're not just gonna be getting that sucker for free anymore. So I suggest a lot of you go hit the pantries, get some food while you're there, volunteer, ask, are they volunteering? And start volunteering. I know jobs are hard to find, but Walmart is always hiring. A lot of different, excuse me, a lot of different supermarkets be hiring. Even if you gotta pack bags and stuff like that, you know, they be doing a lot. They have a lot of different openings, different places that you wouldn't want to go to ask, but now you're gonna have to try to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And people that get Section 8, you know, they're so lucky. People that's on it, they're so lucky because they don't have to pay all that rent. That program pays a lot of the majority, a majority of the money for you. A lot of folks destroy their own Section 8 apartments. A lot of folks do a lot of stuff that they shouldn't even be doing. They not appreciative. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all are saying, well, what do she know? She don't know. SHIT. Well, yes, I do. I know a lot of people that get Section 8, that live on Section 8. I know a lot of people that get food stamps and all that kind of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I lived in New York. I know a lot. I know a lot. I've seen a lot. The help is there for people that need help. But a lot of people, you know, they figure, oh, I could get over, so I'm going to go get over. You know, I used to think like that too. But I started not to think like that anymore because you're not really getting over. You might be getting something like those programs. You might get on it for a little while, but, you know, there's always change. And when you do go to apply, you know, you have to keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Ever so often, you have to go back into the office and you have to show your paperwork and all this kind of stuff. And if they see any change in your stuff, you automatically gonna get cut off. You know what I'm saying? They have some slick people out there. They know exactly how to get over. So, you know, they be doing they do. But sooner or later you get caught out there. and bingo, you're off the program. A lot of people know people that work inside of these offices, you know what I'm saying? So they get the hook up. But the way how things are going, these folks that work inside these offices are being checked out, and a lot of them are losing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to tell y'all. I just don't know what to tell y'all. Just start getting up and going out there inquiring about work. They have work where you can do on the computer at home, apply for these kind of jobs, They have house cleaning jobs. They have a whole dog walking jobs. They got a whole lot of different kind of jobs out there, but people just being lazy. They don't they figure, well, oh, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. Well, now is the time. You better get up and start letting your fingers do the walking, let your feet do the crawling, let your eyes do the looking, have your ears open so you can know or hear about stuff and start applying. You know what I'm saying? Start putting applications in and doing all sorts of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can make a little something to stay on the program. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, while you doing that, try to see if you could get into some kind of school, some kind of program where you can advance up in life and make better decisions, better choices. Seriously, don't waste time. You can't waste time anymore. A lot of us, we used to sit around and play around with time, but time goes by so fast. And look where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the United States of America, it's the whole goddamn world. Everybody is in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. You see how bad homelessness is? It's not just here in the United States, it's all over the world. All over the world. In places that you would never expect. It's all over the world. So, folks, start being wise if you're not being wise. Start being wise. Get up and start looking around and doing something. And then, yeah, a lot of folks, I notice on YouTube, a lot of folks, they packing up and talking about, oh, I'm going to move to Africa and I'm going to move to this where and that place and all of this. Y'all better be wise, I'm telling you. Because if you don't have the resources or the money or whatever to go and live in these places, you are going to be effed. I am telling you. You're going to be messed up. Because a lot of these places, yeah, they might have this and they might have that, but they have their own issues also. A lot of the people that live in these places, you see how a lot of people live in certain places in Africa. If you watch YouTube, you will see a lot of people still live in these little huts, wooden huts, huts that made out of dirt or whatever you want to call it. People still walking around barefooted. I'm not trying to knock the African nation or whatever, but living condition is not like you expect it to be because you came from another country or island or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these places have their own issues also. People that work online, YouTubers and stuff like that, they making their money with their channels and stuff. They can travel wherever and do whatever. But a lot of them are complaining about what's going on, where they at, or this and that and that. It's a lot of stuff going on. So you better start being wise. Don't just listen to people. Oh, Oh, I'm getting out the United States of America. Oh, this is bad. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going on. I'm going to this other country. I'm moving to this other country. Life is going to be better. Don't listen to folks. I'm telling you, do not listen to folks, because people tell you stuff, and if you don't really go and check things out, you will end up in a deep, dark hole. You want to know what the heck hit you. So before you go running out of the United States, yeah, things are hard now. They're getting hard, and they might get harder. But it's still good here. I am telling you, it's still good here. It is. And I am not rich. I'm just as poor as the average person. But life is good here in the United States. I can say that. There's a lot of people that can say that. There's some that can't or won't, but I can say that. But just to be wise, y'all, because y'all might want to go pack up y'all stuff because of all of this stuff that just started happening. A lot of y'all are running out of here, running to other places, and then y'all getting caught up in stuff over there. So y'all better be aware. Be aware. I'm dead serious. The grass is not always greener on the other side. I am dead serious. For real. And yeah, thanks to Patricia Tolley. Sorry if I pronounce your last name wrong. She works with Orlando Business Journal. Um, they have a new Jay-Z backed wing joint that just opened here in Orlando. It's a chicken joint, and they're aiming for statewide expansion. Apparently, they have this kind of chicken place in New York City. Um, I was reading a little bit. Jay-Z's brother or cousin um, manages this place in New York. So I guess they're expanding. You know what I'm saying? So it's a joint here in Orlando. So I'm gonna go check out to see where it's at. I'm gonna find the address, and I'm gonna check it out, and maybe one day I'll go over there and have me a bite to eat. You know what I'm saying? But that's great news. That's great news. A lot of people be bashing Florida, Orlando, and stuff like that, but it's not that bad here. It is not. For someone that live in New York City most of my life, I haven't been here for a long, long period of time. I love it. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, we have our ups and downs over here, but they have ups and downs everywhere. It's not as bad as other places. I am dead serious. And the weather is beautiful. Beautiful. We get the hurricane seasons and all that kind of stuff. But hell, they have hurricane season in the islands and all these different other places too. You know what I'm saying? I am happy that I am here living in Florida, Orlando, Florida. I love it. I'm enjoying it. And it has improved a great deal, because I was told years ago, this place was just swamp and bushes, you know what I'm saying? And the snakes and the alligators, you know what I'm saying? But it has improved from the time that I started visiting down here, like in 2018, 19, to now. It has improved a great deal, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about taxes. Like they have tax for house, but like you get pay or whatever. You don't have to worry about the taxes like that, like you do in New York or some other places. And you can breathe. You know what I'm saying? You can breathe. You're not locked in. You're not locked in. You know what I'm saying? You can enjoy life here. I know they have a lot of young folks, they like the fast life and stuff like that. So a lot of them, they love New York and all that kind of stuff. But then again, a lot of them complains about how high the rent is. A lot of them, I spoke to a lot of young folks, and they say, "Oh no, I never go back there. I visited there before," or "Hell no, I ain't going up there." And some talk about they going up there, stuff like that. The grass is not greener everywhere you go, but wherever you go, you have to try to make it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make it, try to move somewhere else and try to see if you can make it somewhere else, but we all just have one life to live, and a lot of us don't like to explore. Some of us do. Some of us do it more than some, but it's good to explore. Whether you like doing it on a regular basis or sometimes, it's good to explore. Learn new things, learn new places, do different things. You know what I'm saying? And try to enjoy your life, cuz it's not promised to us. It's not promised to us. So try to do as much as you can. Try to do good. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families, those that take care of you. Because if you have family that don't take care of you, they just want to come and drain you. No, you don't need them. You don't need them around. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them around you. Because they dragging you into the grave faster. They pushing you into the grave faster. So, yeah, that's all I have to share for today. Enjoy your day. As you can see, I'm done grooming. I let loose my hair for a little bit. But it'll be right back how I had it, because it's hot. It is hot. As you can see, it is really hot. The sun is out. It's hot. And I have my windows open because, sometimes I have the AC on, but I'm not an AC lover like I always say. But I keep it on sometimes. And then sometimes I leave the windows open, to get some fresh air up in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, folks, enjoy y'all day. Enjoy y'all Friday. Some people getting paid today. Try to hold on to some of y'all money. Pay your bills and try to hold on to some of y'all money, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You know what I'm saying? You worry about today, but you still got to hold on to something. Yep. So, peace out.